Good morning again everyone. I'm back in Essex. Welcome to another video. Hope you're all well. As you can see behind me, I'm joined by Mark again from First Class Adventures. We're doing another walk from the dodgy book where we always get lost. And this one's 11.25 miles. We are in Langham, which is not far from Colchester and also not far from Dedham, which is where we're going to be walking to. So we're going to almost more or less be crossing over into Suffolk, really. It's like really close to the Essex-Suffolk border, so that's going to be nice. I've been here before when we did Permission Woodland Camp with our mate James from Bad Hair Adventures. We're going to be taking in, I think, a section of the River Stour or Stour, however you're going to pronounce it. The weather today is a bit cooler than it has been the last few walks. Don't think we're forecasting any rain, which is good, but we've got waterproofs just in case. There is a bit of a breeze, so got the microphone in. Hopefully that's working. We'll soon find out when I come to edit it. We're going to be heading off over that way. We're on the playing fields of the Langham Community Centre at the moment, where the start of the walk is. Mark very kindly got me a can of Monster juice, the Mango Loco flavour. So yeah, lots of caffeine, so I'm ready to go. And he kindly got me a Grenade protein bar as well, the best, the creme de la menthe of protein bars. So cheers mate. And I got him a bottle of Sadler's Scrumper cider. I've got a whole case of it at home and I'm not particularly keen on it, so I'm divvying them out to people and stuff. I've got a Lily cider to review. We'll see all that later on. We're going to have to get a shift on because we've got a lot of miles to cover today and it's about probably 11:30 now. Enough talking, let's get walking. I think of this interesting circuit as the alternative Dedham walk because it is part of but quite different from most of the routes I have previously walked around the village. Once over the busy A12 there is a lovely section round Hill House, Lamb Corner and Monk's Lane. It has everything: a delightful country location, a forest of chocolate box thatched cottages and an undulating lane. This is followed by a stroll along a riverbank, more hills, Maze Lane and a short section of the Essex Way, and then the journey continues through historic Dedham, leaving just as much time as I choose to visit the sights. A tranquil river walk along the Stour brings us to the outskirts of Stratford St Mary and a long climb up to remote Langham Church. From there, the walk over Black Brook returns to the cars. walking with Dr. Dolittle again.
You will win the Grand National. You will. I've got faith in you. You will win the Grand National.
And in other news, strange bearded Essex man gets headbutted by a horse. We're now on the outskirts of Dedham, which is right on the Essex-Suffolk border. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's in Suffolk, but could be wrong. This is from an Essex Walks book, so it's about the same sort of area anyway. Sort of North Essex and South Suffolk are very much alike, I think. Really nice part of the world. Constable country as well. For fans of John Constable out there, the Haywain, all that jazz. One of my favourite artists. Maybe my favourite artist, who knows. We're probably going to get to the recreation ground at Dedham and maybe stop there for a proper bite to eat. We've had a couple of snacks a while back, but need a proper lunch really. Starving. Just do a sit down. My left foot's hurting a little bit. It's like the plantar fascia under the foot hurting a little bit. I sort of, I don't know, tweaked it a little bit earlier when I was kneeling down to set up the tripod and film. Getting old. We're sat on the playing fields here in Dedham. It's just off of the Essex Way. So I've got an absolute blinding lunch today. I've got my usual cheese and ham sandwiches on best of both bread, I think. Made them this morning. I've got Mark's Grenade protein bar. This one's peanut butter carb killer. They're so nice. I've got a big flask from Decathlon of Heinz tomato soup, cream of tomato soup. 2 tins fits in it, brilliant. I don't know why, it's a very old school kind of walker thing, isn't it? Like, sort of, you expect a lot of elderly walkers to go, you know, have a flask of something hot and some vol au vents, and I've got a big flask of soup to dunk these sandwiches in. Then it gets better, it gets much better. I'm just getting rid of me rubbish, leave no trace. Got a sachet of instant mashed potatoes to go with the soup. I've got, no, count it, 3 more protein bars, sachet of peanut butter, another energy gel, I had one earlier, a lemon flavoured drink powder which I'll probably mix up at some point, and a Nescafe 3-in-1 coffee, and I've also got a double chocolate mocha by Nescafe that I'll probably be having as well. So I have got loads to eat. And in terms of other drinks, I've got Rosie's Pig Rhubarb Cloudy Cider. That's one of the greatest ciders ever invented, one of the greatest drinks ever invented. And then for our specialty today, we've got another Lily's cider. This one's mango flavour, 4%. An aromatic sweet cider expertly blended with exotic mango to create a mouth-watering tropical flavour. God, that sounds good. And there's a couple opposite us sat on a bench. They were staring at us for ages because they thought we were weird, because we went over to the corner of the field, sat down here and started getting all this, like, essentially like camping gear out, and then they've just been snogging.
Yeah,
so,
why aren't we doing that?
What? Mark, this is why we can't meet up after this anymore. We've spoke about this. This is why I've got my lawyer involved. So they probably literally think, look at them, they're so weird, they even look alike, and they just sat watching us. Like, we do look like a weird duo. Like, forget the craze, this is like the bearded tits. We just literally, we've got the same hat on almost. It's disturbing.
But fun.
It is fun, yeah. The amount of like people that watch the videos that go, Is that Mark or is that Tom? I think that's brilliant. It's so funny. Anyways, right, enough yakking and let's get snacking. Dedham was important as a centre for the wool industry during the 13th and 14th centuries. It has a magnificent church built in about 1500 by Thomas Webb, a merchant who lies buried in the north aisle. Facing the church in the High Street, we will find a fantastic collection of old buildings, an inn, a tea room, the War Memorial and an art and crafts centre. There are also numerous reminders of the town's famous painters, Constable and Munnings. As Flatford Mill is only about a mile away, the village centre can get very busy on fine summer days. It is also on the regular coach tour route for Constable country. We finished lunch and we're just leaving Dedham now. Very nice village, lots of history there. I think it's the first time Mark's been here, so he really likes it. And we think we're on the right path. We'll soon find out in about 5 minutes. And yeah, it's cooled down a bit now, which is nice. This is kind of like ideal walking weather, really. It's a slight breeze. It's keeping us cool, but it's pretty late. What time is it? Do you know, Mark? What is it?
6:15.
6:15, and we started walking at what, about 11:30 this morning, and I don't know how really, because it doesn't feel like we've walked really slow, and we stopped there back in Dedham for what, at least an hour.
And that's the only stop we've had, really.
How long was it? Was it 2 hours, hour and a half?
What, that stop?
Yeah.
No, it weren't 2 hours, was it?
I reckon probably an hour and a half at a push.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know how we've managed to walk that slow. I mean, we have been filming a lot, but it can't be that much. Anyway, so we've still got quite a way to go, as this is an 11.25 mile walk.
But we're not on any time restrictions.
We're not in any rush to get it done, so it's quite nice actually. We can just, take our time with it and, get some good shots and just absorb the walk, really, which is ideal.
Langham is famous for its 13th century church tower, which John Constable climbed in order to paint views of the Stour Valley. He was friendly with John Fisher, the rector, who offered to make him schoolmaster in the village. It was John Fisher's nephew, another John Fisher, who became one of Constable's lifelong friends.
Okay, it's pretty late. It's gone 8:30. It could even be nearer 9 o'clock now, but it's still light outside. It's lovely. It's the quietest spot really, and we're not going to find a better spot really to do the cider review, so let's do it now. So as I mentioned, Lily's mango cider, 4%, made in Somerset. Smells really good. Smells like mangoes, wouldn't you believe it? Oh, that's good. Oh, it's like very smooth, sweet. It reminds me of kind of like mango and apricot yogurt or something, like those little petit fours you used to get. And it's brilliant. It's a little bit fizzy. It's not like a flat cider, but it's not, I don't know, sort of, it's somewhere, it's sort of slightly sparkling, I guess. Such a smooth texture to it, and you can still get a hint of cider in it, but like apples. But I would say it's kind of, it's more like 80% mango, which is ideal for me because I kind of like ciders that don't taste like cider, if that makes sense, because it's a bit different then. So I'm going to give Lily's mango cider 9.2 out of 10. It's a strong one. It's good. Oh, lovely jubbly. Cheers everyone. Hope you've enjoyed the video so far. It's been a long day. Right, it's gone 9 PM. I think it might even be 9:30 actually, but it's still just nice and light like this, and it's a nice cooler temperature, perfect for walking. It's been a really good day, really good fun. This one at times has rivalled Heybridge Basin and like Malden and Goldhanger. That's still the best walk that me and Mark have done since the lockdown has been lifted a little bit. Right, it's 9:30 and we finally made it back to the cars here, literally on the outskirts of Langham. It's been a really fun day out, and we're both absolutely shattered. I'll say goodbye to Mark. Cheers mate for a brilliant day out again. Cheers to the Monster earlier and the protein bar. I've still got the protein bar to eat.
I've got another Monster drink if you want one.
I'm good, thanks, seriously. Like, it's 9:30 at night, I won't sleep otherwise. I'll have the worst night terrors ever. So, always a pleasure, never a chore. And yeah, it's been good fun. Anyway, we're going to go home and collapse. So, thank you very much for watching. If you've watched this far, it is very much appreciated. Get in the comments, let us know what you think. Until next time, take care of yourselves everyone, look after each other and stay safe. See you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.